Well, just doing a quick video here. This is just our trip to Namm 2020. Started out here. There's a picture of one of the guys I went to with Gary Holt. Just saw Gary walking out of the Clarion Hotel just down the road from the Hilton. And I was like, is that Gary Holt? And then it is. And then everyone we met was pretty friendly and that you take a picture and stuff. Then here's the Gibson Kramer booth. So the Kramer section of the Gibson booth, I guess I should say. They had some pretty good guitars there. Lots of customs and some actual production guitars as well. Pretty impressed with Kramer. I'm glad to see Gibson doing some more Kramer work and kind of pushing them a little bit. Because it's a good brand and kind of lets them go get the metal side out of their system. So they can build their classic stuff. Then if they want to feel it crazy, they can build a wild Kramer, which I hope they do build. So glad to see these there. Yeah, it's pretty good ones, that's for sure. There's Keith just trying an SG guitar. This company is advertising their scaffolding and kind of just stages they can build. So, wonder who built those big stages is these guys. Just for the hell of it, they had a drum set that would spin. Yeah, this is one of the many people there kind of performing, testing, doing a little demo. This is happening all the time everywhere you go. It's freaking awesome. So see some real good artists and people. There's so many just kind of keep walking by. Here's Vinny at Peace doing another demo. It's for Rip guitars or something like that. There's the Fender booth. This is a George Harrison Rocky tribute. There's Tommy Thayer, Eric Singer. I did the full video in another YouTube video I uploaded. It's a great interview and it just showed up out of the blue. I didn't plan well enough ahead, so luckily I caught a few people, but I didn't catch everyone I wanted to. Luckily I caught these two guys, so it was awesome. There's Keith just trying out some drums. They can go anywhere, and this wasn't even. This is kind of amplified, so he has headphones on, but you can still hear it. So this is going on all over the place. You can jump on anything, within reason, and just try it out, and pretty cool. So things like this, where he would never try, he doesn't like electric drums. You got to try them. This guy's a true craftsman, making a cymbal. Good to see kind of the skills are still out there. And here's Keith and Brandon just goofing around with some travel guitars. Pretty wicked guitars. Virtually weightless and go in any suitcase. I love this SG style LTD. Where's that thing? Yeah, the Viper. It was under $1,000. It was like beautiful guitar. There's Nita Strauss. I want to see her full thing, but I was late to the Marshall room and she'd already started, so it was just jam-packed, so I just held the camera for a couple of seconds. And then this is the Sights and Sound of Namm. That's what it sounds like all the time. Here's Richie Faulkner from Judas Priest. I was beside myself when I saw him, so it was kind of like hard to film him properly and stuff like that, but it was like, he was expected at a booth nearby. But I turned around and said, holy that's Richie Faulkner. And then the guys went over and said hi to him. And he's a great guy. I let him take their picture with him and talked about the concerts we had been to. That's what we're talking about right now. And seeing Priest live and all that stuff. So his shoes are awesome. I can't believe his running shoes. They're just incredible through the roof. I see him walk by here. You'll notice his shoes for sure. Yeah, there they are. Look at those babies. So yeah, great guy, and great people he's with. Just trying some drums. This might have been Yamaha. I think this is a Yamaha booth. They had a huge booth in the Marriott. So Yamaha owns Line 6 and Ampeg. So they had their booths in the Marriott Hotel in a huge room. They have everything. So they have brass, string, everything. Here's the TV booth just in a display. This all just for a PV Viper. Yeah, so PV had a pretty good display, but Gibson had the best for sure. They had stuff like this where it's like Game of Thrones, all the guitars. And there's this all guitar parts that huge guitars made out of, so a whole bunch of necks, a whole bunch of bodies, bridges, pickups, everything. That's a group I went with, and that's the president of Gibson and also a guy that performed, James Nichols. And here's just some Gibson guitars. I have this in my Gibson videos as well, but they had, I heard 600 guitars, which I would believe, just for Gibson alone. So this kind of gives you the idea of how many guitars to look at. There's Tommies, there's the back of that 345, I think it was. But it's just so much to see, so unreal. Just to go through everything. And Gibson is awesome too. They had amps below each guitar, so you try them out, put on headphones, play away. Just they had guys walking around, guys that really knew their stuff. Answer any questions about the guitars, make sure they're okay, what you thought of them, so getting feedback. They had custom shop builders there. They had everybody there. So you wanted, one of the guys I went with, he bought a custom shop guitar. He talked to the builder of his guitar and got the story behind it. So it's definitely worthwhile if you're, a guitar enthusiast to go there and check out these booths, or any instrument enthusiast for that matter, because drum section is huge as well, bass, wind, anything is down there. So there's Keith in front of some SGs, which is just incredible. Each one of those SGs is an incredible guitar, and there's a wall of them, and that's just one of the many walls along the Gibson booth. There's the Marshall, outside Marshalls are all real amps and stacks, just all lined up, and the inside was a whole bunch more ringing the room. You couldn't play the Marshalls though, which is unfortunate. That's that outfit that made the stages and the drum set. Paul Stanley has Icemans for 2020, which are awesome, just unbelievable, especially in person. It's just like craftsmanship's unreal. There's Nita's. I love the on the right, the made in Japan. It was so light. It was incredible guitar. Like, just feels unbelievable. It's built so well, and true Japanese Ibanez is pretty awesome. Me and Michelangelo Badio, so he was good enough to take his picture with me. Great guy, just walk around and say, "Hey Michael, can I take a picture yet?" And he's super about it. And just that's kind of the craftsmanship and the pieces that you see there, like drum kit like that, a cymbal like that. It's just mind-boggling. You might be able to see one in a music store, but when you go here, they're all there. And there's a fan fret Strat, and you name it, someone's thought of it and built it. They haven't, they're going to build it next year and bring it there. So just incredible the stuff you can find there. Things that you think should be made, you go there and see if they are made. If they aren't, you can ask the people. Say, at PV, I talked to a guy about making a Viper head, because they had them before, they don't anymore. He said, would you be interested? And we should look at that, and just kind of let them know, kind of what you're looking for. Like, there's that LTD, again, it's a beautiful guitar, that Viper. LTD Viper, not the PV Viper. Well, both. Huge guitar. Keith has big fingers. He still can't reach that huge acoustic guitar there. And I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw Zach Wild's dummy there from all his videos, so that was pretty awesome. He's put on a show, but it's kind of a private show, it's hard to get into. That's an aluminum body guitar. Pretty amazing. To see it and feel it is just incredible. There's Richie Faulkner with his shoes. It's freaking awesome. Just kind of starstruck a bit when he showed up. And there's that's the Black Star amps, and that's kind of taken over their main line now, so they're all going to be kind of that. There's the Boss, kind of the competition to that. I was looking at both a Boss and a Black Star, so haven't decided yet, but I talked to both reps from each one in depth. They gave me the whole build on the Black Star and the Boss amp. Yeah, that previous guitar was Mary Kay's Guitar Center in North Hollywood. This is a guitar that Keith bought at North Hollywood Guitar Center. This is a Norman's rare guitar with this PRS, and it's Norman's again with the kind of wide angle, all the PRSs and Rickenbackers and you name it, it's all theirs. Again, mind blowing. This is UC Rich bitch. Apparently Slash had interest in all the bitches, so they keep them aside and they ask him if he wants this one. So they hadn't gotten back to them yet, so let us kind of look at it, but that was about it. It's technically sold because they think he'll buy it, but if not, they'll just sell it to someone else. It was a totally mint guitar, so unique. They're not going to make that again. So, and it was like, no scratches, no dings. It was like a mint, piece rich bitch. That's that back headstock with the guitar that Keith bought down in Guitar Center. This PV, all their innovations that they've done over the years, 2 guitars. They didn't mention in there that guitar weighs about 50 pounds, but still, they did a lot of other good things with guitars. Pretty neat display they had for sure, and good booth by PV. I was pretty happy with them. So many, I'm not sure what that is. That could be... Oh, Guild. Yeah, Guild felt really good. The necks on them felt great. I'm glad, again, that I saw them, because just to feel them and play one for a little bit, it's like, wow, this is really good. And the pricing's pretty good on those Guilds as well. So I definitely, if you're looking for a semi-hollow, I'd consider a Guild for sure. Along with Gibsons are awesome, of course, and Ibanez, Gretsch, they all make them, but the Guild was pretty good, something to watch for sure. And that's Guitar Center, Hollywood, just a room full of classic guitars. And here's a Fender demo. This is Rick. I've seen this guy demo so many things over the years on YouTube, and then there he was right there, just right in front of me. Just me and one other person were standing there, and he's like, yeah, sure, I'll give you a demo. So he just jumped up and started doing it. I think it was early Thursday, so that's why we kind of caught him without a room packed full of people. So if you're going to Namm, I'd definitely go on a Thursday, and then people don't like Sundays, but I might try a Sunday too. We didn't go Sunday because we were touring around a bit, but Saturday's definitely pretty packed. Like, when I see someone on Saturday, you got to be on your game and ready to wait in line for a bit and have it all organized, because everybody wants to do anything Saturday around noon to 4 and then Friday around noon to 4. So 4 hours each day of those prime days is pretty busy, and that's when everybody kind of shows up. So just hope you enjoy this video, get an idea of what goes on at Namm. Just let Rick take you over here with his demo. The computer fucks up on him and a few other things, but it was the first day, so they're just kind of horsing around here, and it was pretty amazing, those Fender amps too, which again I'll have to look at as well, along with the Black Star and the Boss and everything else I saw. So, but definitely kind of gets you into looking at gear and stuff like that, and pretty impressive what all is there and the size of it. I walked my ass off for 3 days straight, and I'm watching videos from other people and find out all the stuff I missed, basically. So I didn't see all the booths in the time I was there.
You've got whammy pedal stuff, so the 7-button foot switch is an upgrade as well. You've got more access.
Okay, so have a great day. I'll just let Rick talk out of this video. Okay, bye-bye.
So you can still get in there, turn on and off effects like your pedal board, 60-second looper. It comes with the 100, 50, it's an accessory, it's 99 street price. And then you can use the expression pedal for anything like a wah-wah or pitch shifting as well if you buy this. So, a lot of fun. You can do super deep editing, you can do effects pre and post, you can do tube biasing, you can do cabinet changing. On the other side of that, the LT50 is all the things that we love about the GTXs, but stripped down. So for someone that wants to spin the knob, get a great tone, not worry about the in-depth, two-bias cabinet stuff. It's like a greatest hits of popular music, rock, metal, everything else. So someone that maybe is tech-averse who's going to get in on it and understand right away, like with names like Fender Clean, they're going to understand what that's going to be. And, you know what I mean? So for beginners, it's a 12-inch speaker, 50 watts. It doesn't have Bluetooth, it doesn't have Wi-Fi. You can connect it to a laptop and use Tone laptop for the LT.